Well, hello there. Welcome to today's vlog. I'm Dominic, for those of you guys that don't know. Today I am in Mishawaka, Indiana, and I am going to show you guys how to offload a propane tanker into tanks. Let me adjust this one. These are an 18,000 and a 30,000 gallon tank, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look. It might be a 30 and a 30. They're just shaped differently. I am gonna go hook them up right now. This here, a lot of trailers are different, but they all have a belly valve. You hit that first. As soon as you get to your destination, you want to open that baby up. That way it gives the belly time to open, which it pops up inside where the pump is there, and that allows the product to fall down so you can offload it. You got your tubes here, they hold your hoses. On this is obviously the intake. It's got a sight glass, tells you when you're empty. This is your vapor, so it equalizes out and you get the same amount of pressure. And then you get your readings, which this one is empty. And then a temperature. And way up there is a pressure gauge, which obviously you can't see. This tank is running at 39% temperature gauge. It doesn't even have a pressure gauge. Up here, it'll let you know whether or not, you know, what size it is, manufacture date, things like that. Yes, it is a 30,000 gallon tank. Whoa, I'm gonna fall. We're gonna load into this one, which is also a 30,000 liquid level. And here, this is obviously your offload, okay? The pump, it's gonna push it through that one. This is a spray fill vapor. You could actually use that as a vapor, and this is a vapor also, but this one here is for loading, and this is for loading. Your liquid loads from the bottom to the top, your spray fill loads from the top to the bottom. So you won't build pressure if you load. If you have to load with just one hose, you won't build pressure if you load through your spray fill. When you open your gate, it's going to lock your brakes, set the brakes. So this is a J-wrench. It helps you tighten your stuff down.
What we do here is go back.
Okay, now because I've already I just loaded my trailer yesterday. I've got probably 90 pounds of pressure on my trailer. Here's my pressure gauge, 80 pounds. And then the temperature gauge and my volume. So I've got 84% and I've got about 75, 80 pounds of pressure. Well, their tanks are sitting here cold. You can't see the pressure gauge up there. But, and that doesn't work. They probably only have 40 pounds of pressure, and being that it's 30,000 gallons and it's empty, I don't need to use my vapor. It's not going to do me any justice because I'm not going to get the pressure in their tank higher than my pressure in my trailer. So that's what you would use your vapor for, to equalize it out so you're pumping smoothly. Because if you wind up with less pressure than they have, then you're hammering the product in and you'll burn your pump up, and it's just not good for it. But with having higher pressure, I can open this now and it's gonna flow. See, we're leaking. Good way to test for leaks before you crank the pump on. And I heard a little on this side too. And then you realize you got leaks. There's different O-rings. I guess I could show you here. Well, I don't know if you can see that O-ring sitting there on that. It's just sitting around it, that little round one. And then they make flat ones. Well, the flat ones, if you tighten them too tight, they smush, and then you've got to use the J-wrench or it's constantly gonna leak. And those O-rings, they actually squeeze around it, so when the pressure comes out or it gets the pressure into the hose, it seals it right away. So, alright, we're gonna open this bad lid and watch it go in. I like to open it slow because it could smack the belly closed on their tank. And then you get a lot of the air that was in the hose out of it before you turn your pump on. This is their loading system that loads into their bobtails. Okay, so that's flowing. I don't know if we'll be able to see the needle jump yet, but we don't need to because we know it's flowing. If it wasn't, it'd stop or just wouldn't even pass the. And this, because my truck is an automatic, what I do is I put my foot on the brake, I put the truck into gear, I turn my power takeoff on, I put my truck into neutral, I take my foot off the brake, pump kicks on. With this trailer, you don't need to rev it up. It's gonna offload in about 35 minutes at an idle with the truck. Each pump on the trailer is different. Each power takeoff's different. Each hydraulic system is different. The pumps on the trailer usually are 650 RPM. That's what they are. And you want them to spin at about that rate, or you're gonna be flinging the product back up into the trailer and you're not going to be getting a productive offload. And then I've got my I gotta turn, oh, there we go. This is my load gauge that's telling me how much weight is on my drive axles. I'm right around 65 pounds right now, which it's just because of the way I'm sitting, the way I lock the brakes. Usually it's around 60 pounds, and I can sit and watch that. And when I get down to about 35 pounds, I know I'm almost done and I can get out and stand out here and watch it. But I need to go look for leaks. No leaks. Well, that's how you hook it up. It's up and flowing. It's noisy out there now, but I'm going to set my paperwork into order, and then we'll continue with the normal daily vlog. So if you guys want to keep watching, keep watching. If not, that's how you hook up a propane trailer and offload into one of these tanks. Now I do want to say that they're different with the way the belly works. Sometimes facilities will have air pressure that opens a pressurized valve, and some of them just have a handle you turn, some of them have a pole, safety pole. These ones are just open all the time. Because they're completely gated in, it doesn't make a difference. Well, if you're not going to continue to watch the rest of the vlog, thanks for watching. If this was helpful for you guys, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And make sure that if you want to know any more information about hauling propane transport, throw it in a comment. I'll make a video about it. Thanks for watching, guys.